what's going on, everybody? Welcome to an FTG, we're going to call this a mod walkthrough here. So one of our live streams, we've been really talking with Mexico Mayhem on putting all these different maps together. So we've been looking at Project West, the connections, Tonopah reworked. We've been looking at the California, the US 50 and California 99 highways, adding all of this stuff together. And guys have said, hey man, how do you get all of those working together? I always crashes my game. Well, you found yourself to the right video, because let's take a look. Now, I've got a few things here. I'm going to leave it on this screen for a little bit so you guys can look at the exact stacking here of the priority. So I want to talk a little bit about priority with the mods folder, and this applies to anything, whether we're on this video looking at this particular map set, or whether we're looking at coast to coast, Canadream, Viva Mexico, whether we're putting all of those together. And in this, there's two separate things you have to realize. You have to have two profiles. Download an extra profile, put it in there. It's not a big deal. You cannot move both maps in and out. They're two different. There's garages on one, there's not garages on the other. I tried to do that and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. So let's start off with your Mexican traffic pack and your base. Bases always go on, skins always go on top of that. That's the way I've always done it. It's always worked for me. I don't know if it works as fine the other way. It may. I always think about mods as a foundation. So foundations of maps. Now this is particularly what the Viva Mexico map told me to do. That's the only reason that the traffic pack is on the bottom of the mod list. I wouldn't necessarily think to put it there, but that's where it told me to put it there. So I had a picture that came with it, said, okay, here's how you do the Viva Mexico standalone. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll do it that way. One thing you want to keep in mind of, and the one thing I want to point out is right here, Viva Mexico map. If you want to run coast to coast, then you have to download a separate map. And it looks like this. It is the compatible. So look for the Viva Mexico, Google it, Viva Mexico map version 2.3 compatible, Hugo CES. And then it'll pull it up. Any of these mod sites, you know, modsats.com or the atsmods.lt, any of those modding sites for American Truck Sim is going to carry all of these maps. The one thing you want to make sure that you have is 2.3. Now, just like mine, the Models 2 has not been updated, so it's still the 2.2 version, even with the standalone map. So just kind of, keep that framework in mind there. Skins Mexico is the same. Here's the one thing that I want to make sure that I point out. There you will get models for different ones. Models 1 and Models 2 and skins for Mexico. I have decided to keep these exactly the same. So on my other profile, Viva Mexico map gets this map right here instead. So we're going to sub this map out, put it here, and you'll still have Models 1, Models 2, Skins Mexico. It also comes with the police mod. I don't have that in because it's aggravating. They're like every 5 feet there's a new federal police there in Mexico. It's annoying. So anyway, I've actually put all that together. So just kind of keep that in your mindset there. So Viva Mexico, then Project West. So the way that I stack this, Viva Mexico is a base map. Then Project West is a base. It's the cake foundation, and then we're going to start adding on layers to that cake. So Project West connection connects Project West and Mexico together, and then US 5099 Tonopah, the add-on for Vegas, and Mcdermott Laytonville Wells map. All four of those, think of them this way: they section off a piece of Project West, they replace it with something else, and then they reinsert it back into the map. So the way ATS draws this is they draw the foundational mods on the bottom first, so Mexico, Project West, and then they look and they go on top and they say, okay, well, he's got a Highway 50 and California 99, so let's take those roads out of Project West and let's insert them from that mod pack. So now that's like an added layer that's been added on in a tier. So same way with Vegas and McDermott, they add some and then they cut off and section and put different pieces together. Now from then on, I'm not going to go on through my whole entire mod list. But the one thing that I do typically tend to do is put any kind of big texture mods, like the New Mountain Textures, absolutely fantastic. Realistic Roads, absolutely fantastic. Double thumbs up here from FTG. Those are great mods. Now the Modern Garage mod is just something that is just redraws or reskins the large garages. So you've got the Mcdermott version. I think there's there is a Caterpillar version because I have it in my other series there with the Caterpillar crawl. And we also have the modern garage. And modern is just kind of an all-encompassing, just a great, this works. So after that, then I'll do trucks, skins, trailers, whatever. We'll get into that in another video because most people figure out at least how to do that. But you can see how many mods I have, and I cannot tell that anything does not work. I mean, this thing just keeps on going. My mod list is no by the largest. It's not going to be the longest list of mods, but it's pretty big. Pretty big set of mods, and I've got a lot of maps working together. I would highly advise download this map because it is awesome. The guys down there with Viva Mexico, I've donated to them. They have done a fantastic job. So let's go ahead. Let's exit out. I've had that on there enough, so you guys have probably been able to put that in there and get everything exactly the same way I do. Well, let's continue the game here with Profile 1. Obviously, you have to have two profiles. You have to separate them. And we'll let this load in. And then once it loads in here, let's take a look at the map. World map, that's the 84 Freightliner there in the background. That is an awesome little mod if you like the old school stuff. All right, so let's zoom out here. So here's what all you get. So 2.2 you'll see on the download, especially next to the Viva Mexico. 2.2 stopped at this little gray line here, this boundary. This is where the province is there of Sinaloa and Sonora. This is where both of those separate. So right here separates 2.2, and then 2.3 added in all of these Los Mochis and Guadamuchil and Mazatlan, and then the 2.4, I believe it's going to be 2.4, is going to add in Durango. Now I'm not sure whether or not the Gomez, I don't know if that or via Villa was a HGO. I'm not sure how you would even say that, but anyway, I'm not sure if these particular cities are going to be added in with Durango or if Durango is the actual province that all of these cities are going to get added into. I kind of have a thought that neither this road is going to connect off or one of these are going to come off and connect us back up into these. So we'll see, but that's going to be a 2.4 update as well. So here we go. Looking at this, there is a lot that Project West adds to the mix. Sacramento, San Francisco, Carson City, and Reno area here is jumping with new stuff. Now, the McDermott Map, Wells is added in here as well. So you've got this one right here. There's a lot of stuff in this city that looks great. Jackpot all the way up here. I would love to see them kind of continue this idea and maybe grab a few here and just continue Project West, which they actually may do. I haven't really kept up much with the project here in the last little bit anyway. I'm kind of getting back into things. Laytonville was another add-on here on the coastline from Ukiah up to Eureka. And then you can see here's our California 99 that I added in, and then the Highway 50. And then but it all goes all the way down here. So all new stuff all the way down to where it joins in here to Interstate 5 and then carries you through LA. So LA's gotten a big, huge update. Now you can kind of see here exactly what I'm talking about. Project West adds all of these crazy, like, the multiple ramps going in every which direction. So if you've never done Project West and you're like, well, I don't really like the coast to coast, it's kind of boring, it doesn't do this one. This is where you need to be. Download all these maps, all the mods work on them, all the workshops. I mean, I have not had a crash because of the mapping ever on this game now that I've gotten it figured out. The biggest part is after that, whether you're adding in, super hauls or double trailers, any of that stuff will crash you a lot. And plus, it's a little bit hard to get those doubles in some of the places inside the cities. But other than that, I mean, that's all general use knowledge. The Project West is absolutely fantastic. So this is all you're getting in this map. And I'm telling you what, it's so much fun. Mexico is so much fun, especially right here. There is a big old nasty detour. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but there is a big old nasty detour. So get yourself a big old truck, a big old haul, and go take this one. Go south to Mazatlan and then come back up and hit the Highway 1 here and then take that detour. It will blow your socks off. And obviously all these switchbacks here back through Yokora and Moctezuma. It's really fun stuff. I can't wait to do this one here on the live stream. It's going to be fun. I've not seen it, but I can look at it and tell it's going to be a blast. So if you are watching this video here in the next couple of weeks here, I'm making this video as of August, the very 1st of August here, 2017. So come and check us out here in the live stream as we finish up our Mexican Mayhem. And then we're going to bring in UPS and FedEx. We're going to do some day in the life of FedEx and UPS with Project West and all of these these wonderful add-ons, driving through all the cities, seeing as many cities, seeing as many roads as we possibly can, really enjoying all this scenery. A lot of the Yosemite National Park and a lot of those things have all been added in as a part of Project West. So if you're with ETS and you're familiar with Pro Mods and the like, this is exactly the counterpart to Pro Mods is Project West. So a fantastic set of maps, a fantastic set of scenery. Everything about it is custom. Nothing about this map. If you've been playing ATS and you're like, I don't know about new maps, download this stuff. Check this video out. Look at the correct way to add in everything, to stack it in the mod list, and then have yourself some fun, because it's completely reinvented the game, and it has made it a new game to play, which is totally exciting. And I love when mods completely change the game to the point of expanding it past maybe what the developers had in mind when they did it. So awesome Civs, guys. If you get a chance, go support those guys. I always say that go support people that do a massive amount of work inside of these mods for the games. It is they do it on their own free time. They do it as plugging back into the community, which they are a part of. And I, for one, am certainly appreciative of it, guys. So if y'all are ever come back and set foot on this video, please drop a comment here, introduce yourself, let me say something back to you. But thank you for all the hard work you guys do. It certainly doesn't go unnoticed. At least not through here, it doesn't, because I love these map mods. You guys do a fantastic job. So anyway, I hope that's going to be all for today on this video. Be looking forward here. I'm going to be in a couple of days going to be adding in another one where we look at Canadream, Coast to Coast, and Viva Mexico all working tandemly, one in all together. So that'll be a good one, and it will also maybe take a deeper dive into how I structure my mod folders as well. So be taking a look for that one. I will be having that up here in the next few days as well. We've got a couple of big series up. Gold Rush fixing to come out here. Like I said, this is as of the third quarter here, I guess, coming up to the third quarter here of 2017, so August of 2017. We'll be looking at Gold Rush is going to be coming out in September. Machine World 2 is coming up. That's a new one here on the channel. We've just got pre-beta early access to that as well here with the channel and YouTube. I've been working in beta testing a lot with the developers of that game, so check that one out as well. And obviously catch up on our series here with ATS. It is a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun in my live streams. So if you've come across this video, say, hey man, I saw your videos, great vids. It's really helped me out a lot. I'm really enjoying the game. Come and introduce yourself in the next live stream. And come and tell me, hey, tell me how much the videos meant, and if they've helped you out. Be sure to like the videos and go ahead and throw a subscription on there, guys. I appreciate it. We'll be seeing you here in the next live stream, hopefully, and we'll see you here on the next video here from FTG. We'll see you guys.